What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It is a beautiful day in Houston today. Holy crap. Skies have never been this blue. That pool has never looked more alluring. And the padlocks on everything have never been this strong. Hopefully quarantine's treating you well and you are getting your home workouts in. And if there's one thing I've noticed about a home workout, it's that it's a two-part thing. You got the home workout itself and you got the 30 minutes leading up to it trying to convince yourself to even do the workout. It's a problem. So I can't wait for these gyms to be back open, man. The good news is I think here in Houston, May 1st, they're saying things might reopen. I know it's different state by state, so comment below your state and when you think things are gonna get moving, man. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm willing to take the corona risk to get back into the gym, man. I need it. I didn't realize how much my mental health relied on me having a gym in my life. But alas, this video is not about quarantine regulations or gyms reopening. This is about the carnivore diet, the big C. The diet that upon its creation had vegans doing the worm in their graves. You know, the dance move. For those of you that are unaware, the carnivore diet is all meat. That's it. You only eat meat. Some people might throw in a little dairy, whatever, but the version I did, just meat. Did it super strict, 30 days, didn't cheat once, and then I did another 3 to 4 weeks where I would have one cheat meal on the weekend or I would have some carbs and other foods. So my goal with this video, right, I know a lot of my subscribers are doing carnivore, or people even find my videos years after I do them and try the diets out, try the recipes out, and I want to have this video here to explain why I quit doing the carnivore diet, positives, the negatives, and you can take this information, you know, take it as you will, come to your own conclusion on whether you want to keep doing it, if it's worth it to you, if you're seeing the results you want from it, and all that good stuff. So without further ado, man, I don't want to talk too much right now. Let's get into this video. You guys ready? Let's do it! Yeah! So I'm just gonna be completely honest with you guys right out of the gate, man. The number one reason why I quit doing carnivore was because it got so freaking boring, man. To be honest, I am a foodie. Always have been, always will be. I love food. I love to eat a lot of food. It's a binge problem I need to address, if I'm being honest, which we're doing good right now. Knock on simulated plastic. But I was just literally eating meat every single day. And a lot of time for me, when I'm trying to diet down, when I'm trying to get really lean, when I'm trying to diet with a calorie deficit, one thing that keeps me sane is trying new recipes, right? Finding creative ways to eat macro-friendly foods and have fun with my diet, things I actually enjoy, right? And not that eating meat was all bad, because the first 30 days before I started reintroducing carbs back in, it really wasn't that bad. I mean, it was pretty good. I got to where like I really craved the meat, I craved like the fats, thinking that I would ever just eat plain ground beef in a bowl with salt and just plain chicken thighs with just salt on them. Never would have thought I'd ever do that, but I actually got a taste for it after this diet. So I did acclimate, but after a while, man, I wanted something else. And after that first 30 days, I started doing cheat meals again on the weekends. So every Saturday I would have a cheat meal. I would throw carbs back in. I might have a little dessert. I might have some pizza. I might have whatever. And to be completely honest, man, that's kind of what set me over the edge, was I was allowing carbs back in, and it reminded me of how freaking much I love food and how much I don't want to take entire swaths of things I enjoy and just eliminate them from my life. I'm not making excuses at all, but like right around the 30-day mark was when quarantine hit. So we're stuck inside, they shut down all the restaurants, and I am literally just at home, alone, by myself. Well, I got a puppy, but he sleeps half the time, and you can only talk to the fridge light for so long. But the weekends would come, and it's like I wanted to like celebrate. I wanted something to do, and just eating ground beef just wasn't on my priority list of like things that I felt were gonna make me happy in that moment. And I should preface all this by saying that in no way right now am I trying to demonize carnivore. I do think on carnivore, I felt the best I'd probably ever felt when it came to how I was sleeping, when it came to just my energy levels throughout the day. Even when it came to little things like a little bit of caffeine seemed to go longer, right? My injuries healed up. My shoulder is still fully healed up. That was an injury I had for years. It just miraculously healed right when I did carnivore. Now, will I re-injure it now that I'm on carbs? That remains to be seen, but when these gyms open back up, we'll find out, because obviously here, I can't push myself hard enough here to throw my shoulder out of socket again, but we shall see. So the biggest reason, you know, boring and repetitive would be the thing. Like I stuck with it for a while, but after a while I had to like see like, are the benefits of it worth maybe taking joy out of my life? I find a lot of joy in food, man. Some people may say that's a bad thing, but I find a lot of happiness in food. I know on Saturday nights when I have my little cheat meal and I'm having foods off my program, that like leading up to that and during that is some of the happiest I ever am. Might sound like a sad thing to say, maybe something I should work on, but that's like real shit. I love food, man. I do. Now, I wanted to also touch on this too. A big reason why I wanted to switch was because I felt like I was eating less food overall and I was never really full. Maybe full's not the right word. I was never really satisfied. It's hard to explain, but like, let me break it down, right? I went ahead and put together 2 meal plans here. I'm gonna show you my carnivore meal plan and then like the meal plan I followed yesterday. Carnivore, I would do usually 1 meal a day, sometimes 2, but the majority of it, I fasted all day and just did 1 meal in the evening, right? And my meal plan looked like this: around 20 ounces of 85% lean ground beef and about 24 ounces of chicken thighs. That was mainly what I followed. Occasionally I would throw in beef liver just to get the vitamins and minerals out of it, but that is mainly what I was following, especially right when quarantine hit and you couldn't find a lot of steak, you couldn't find a lot of meat at the grocery store. I stocked up on a lot of this and was running through it in my freezer for a while. So the calories for just that alone is 2,097. 133 grams of fat, 225 grams of protein, no carbs, no fiber, right? So that was my carnivore meal plan. And the meal plan I followed yesterday, just take a look at this, man. I had French toast for breakfast, protein bar, big spinach salad with chicken. I made nachos and queso, and I made 2 wraps with lean ground beef and spicy barbecue sauce. And I ate 5 times that day. And the calories for that meal plan is 1,984. 56 grams of fat, 212 grams of protein, 158 grams of carbs, 49 grams of fiber. So we're talking a 100 calorie difference, right? But how much more fun, right, is the meal plan that I did yesterday versus the carnivore diet one? And I guess that's where my head's at with this whole thing, is that as much as I do love trying new diets and as much as I did love carnivore and all the benefits and everything from it, I don't know for me if it's worth the trade-off of my enjoyment of food. And I realized something too, when I'm doing 1 meal a day fasting, right, I'm waiting all day to eat at night, my prevalency to binge, my likelihood that I'm going to go completely off the rails goes way through the roof. I noticed it most on my Saturday night cheat meals when I started reintroducing carbs with carnivore, was that I would do 1 meal a day all week, wouldn't cheat on my diet, everything was weighed out to the gram. I had that exact meal plan. And then Saturday night would come, I would fast all day and I would go, I'd be so starving by the end of it, right? I'd be like, all right, so what do I want? I haven't had carbs all week. Let's get a pizza, maybe a little bit of ice cream here. We need a slice of cheesecake, maybe some chips. I would just go freaking stupid and I would end up eating 4,000 calories easy. So all the work I'm doing all week, dieting down, the workouts, the cardio, well, it was all for nothing because I could not control myself. Now, that ain't a fault of the diet. That's on me, man. And I think the biggest thing about any diet is finding what works for you long term, right? If I re-injure my shoulder, if I have another injury, I might do carnivore for a little bit to see if it does the same thing and heals it. But I think long term, right? And I'm not talking about health. I'm not talking about the benefits of doing carnivore for blood work or for longevity or the benefits of having vegetable. I'm not talking about any of that. I'm just talking for me as a person going through my day, being happy, reaching my goals, not binging, all that shit. I think a more structured program where I'm eating all day, I'm not doing crazy fasts, I'm not depriving myself and then binging later on. I think ultimately for me, that's the winning formula. So my advice to you, for anybody out there doing carnivore, if I could give you any piece of advice with that diet at all, right, is that the first 30 days when I didn't allow any carbs at all into my diet and I did stick to just meat, my body did get used to it. I mean, the digestion issues in the beginning were really the only negative side effect. But once I got used to the diet, everything seemed to just fall into place. I got all the benefits. I was healing. I was feeling good, clear skin, better mood. All the benefits are real that everybody talks about, right? Where I f***ed up is that I included the carbs in. And I think carnivore is a diet that if you are going to follow it, you need to be 100% on it. You need to be just meat. You need to really stick to it, because thinking you're just gonna have a little bit of this here and there, for me, that was kind of the catalyst that had everything kind of spiraling out of control. So if you're gonna do it, I suggest being 100% with it. Do I recommend the carnivore diet for people? Personally, I'm a fan of trying new things. Since I started this channel, I've been on this search to try to find like the perfect diet for me, and I've done all of them. I mean, if you've been here for as long as I've been making videos, you can probably see that in my video history. I've done all the diets, and I have not yet found one that like I stick to long term without eventually falling back into bad patterns where I eat a bunch of bullshit, rebound my weight, and hate myself for a little bit, you know, that old chestnut. I would rather try something and have the experience of doing it than never trying it at all. And I would say if you have an underlying autoimmune issue, right? If you have maybe an issue with carbs in general, and you have an issue with binging all the time, and you have an issue where maybe you need something as strict as just meat to keep yourself accountable, and you want the health benefits out of it, and I'm talking like the real health benefits, like the people curing diseases with it, people that have had lifelong conditions that they're making better by switching to this diet. If you're one of them, definitely worth a try, definitely. For me, only thing I really had was my shoulder, which did heal up. So I am thankful for that. But I'm the type of guy, man, other than meth and heroin, I'll try anything once. So overall, man, I did enjoy my time with the diet. It was a fun experiment. It made me fall in love with Texas barbecue, because that was like my go-to treat meal when I was on carnivore, was I would just get Texas barbecue with no sauce. That was mwah. Shout out to Regal's Barbecue here in Houston. It was a fun time doing it, but from here on out, right, with these gyms reopening on May 1st, I'm behind schedule. I wanted to be way leaner than I am right now at this point, but between quarantine and me just being mentally weak and making goofy ass excuses, I'm not where I want to be right now. With everything looking to be hopefully coming back to somewhat normal in May, I need to be on a diet that I have tried, that I have tested, and that I know will get me where I want to be. So from here on out, that's going to be tracking my macros, eating 5 meals a day, not fasting, 40 minutes of cardio a day, and doing my best to make the most out of these home workout sessions until the gym opens back up. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for watching this video. If you are on carnivore right now and you are still loving it, or you're having experiences similar to mine, comment down below. I think that's a good place for people to read about other people's experiences with diets, what worked for them, what didn't. And sometimes, man, all it takes is that like one little piece of knowledge from somebody makes everything click. And if I'm being completely honest, for me, it was eating Dr. Greg's French toast. That like blew my mind again and made me go, holy shit, dieting doesn't have to suck. Meal plans and online coaching available at RemingtonJamesFitness.com. I can make you a meal plan, break down all the numbers, make it so simple. The only thing that's gonna keep you from getting results is if you don't follow it. That's it. I will lay everything out perfectly. So check out my site if you're interested in that. My new album, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Summer Samurai by Remington James. It's out, baby. Go stream it. You ain't gotta pay nothing. Just go give it a listen. That's all I want. Just go give it a listen. If you hate it, let me know. If you love it, let me know. Smash that thumbs up button, comment below about anything. And yeah, guys, I will see you at the next video. Peace.